These skills are not automatic. They are taught, repeated and passed on.
The scenario can be difficult because you know it's a scenario.
Kick into gear and can respond, but on the way there it's scary.
That's how we end up missing either people that are off or we miss the other patients who are stuck in the back seat.
The city don't realise that we are all volunteers in the country. We've got really good trainings and we've got really good skill sets and we've got invaluable resources.
But there is a challenge.
We are really going to be struggling to make sure that we can provide this sort of service to the community.
Without new people stepping into these roles, the ability to protect our homes and communities will be compromised when it matters most.
Yeah, we need all the help we can get.
Fire and Rescue, WA Police and St John, working together when it matters most. This film includes a staged car crash to show young people and the wider community what happens when a serious crash occurs and how each service responds when every decision counts.
Part of what the Fire and Rescue Service does is we look after gazetted town districts for structural fires. We do all the car accidents around the place. They actually are managed by the West Australian Police Service, but we are their agency to be able to do the cutting up of the cars and stuff, like the AMBOs are for getting people out of the cars. So the exercise that you get to see is how all the services work together and making sure that we're one big team trying to rescue people.
In regional areas like this, crashes are a reality. The call comes in, there is no room for confusion. Fire and rescue make the vehicles safe. Police secure the scene and control the road. St John focuses on patient care.
The scariest time for me is getting the call and driving to the event, not knowing what we're going into and how bad it's going to be and whether we know anyone or not. Once we sort of get there, for me, like kick into gear and can respond. But on the way there, it's scary.
We've got to make sure that we get it in there and we're going to cut up the car and get those people out of the car as quickly as we can, as safely as we can, without hurting firefighters or anyone else that's involved in the job.
Each role is clear. Each movement is deliberate.
Yeah, and it helps you know exactly the systems that you're supposed to follow and how to get the supports you need. Hands-on learning is the best way, I feel.
Every exercise is done properly because when it becomes real, there is no second take. Lives depend on people who are prepared to act.
The program that we have, the Pemberton YES Cadets, is all about engaging and exposing young people to emergency services and how to be safe.
What did you notice was it just the massive amount of people? The stage fright, you're right.
Yeah.
Any scenario can be difficult because you know it's a scenario. You know, okay, this is made up. We haven't got real people injured here. So sometimes you can be a little bit not really going to try and be as normal as possible. There's a bit of acting going on. But a scenario like we did down there, it's having lots of different people from lots of different organisations.
For me, yeah, it'll be probably on the job as a volunteer. I guess for Eloise, she does want to become a firefighter, so she'll end up doing the road crash rescue course, and yeah. So yeah, it unfortunately will be a common thing down here. So yeah, we'll be unfortunately going to these type of things, not in training as well.
It was one of the reasons why we started the cadets up, and you've had the opportunity to interview a couple of the cadets lately. I'm hoping, one of my legacies that we can really have in Pemberton, that if we can get some young people that are useful people, they might not join emergency services, but we can get them through the front door. If we can get them used to seeing what sort of organisation the fireys are, the AMBOs are, then hopefully we'll get a couple of them to actually join up as members, and we've got that next generation of workforce coming on for us, because we are so reliant on volunteers here.
In the state of Western Australia, in the southwest, within the Southern Forest region, lies Pemberton. This is the heart of Karri Forest.
Sometimes we'll go out to a job and there might be one ambulance, there might be one fire truck, the weather's bad so the helicopter can't come. You know, all that type of stuff changes how we're going to be dealing with a road crash and the experience of the people inside the car. I've been to car accidents where one of the more recent ones had a guy hang upside down for more than an hour before we cut him out of the car. You know, they're the sort of things that people are really going to have to realise, that being in the country, the services aren't that fast or that close.
Emergencies happen far from hospitals, far from backup, and time becomes everything. Help is not minutes away. In many cases, the next town is 30 minutes away, sometimes more. This landscape is demanding.
Some people maybe understand what it's like to be an emergency responder in a small town. You know, like, people live in Pemberton, it's a beautiful, lovely place, and we have people that visit from all over the world. When I have a busy tourist season, I start thinking there's more cars on the road. I think that we're more likely to have a crash. The crew needs to be a little bit more high on alert when we have this beautiful time that everyone wants to come and have a look at the place as well. So we really do get given the beauty that comes with it, but we also have the extra risk that comes with that as well from the volunteer perspective.
During summer, visitors arrive from across the state, many from Perth, drawn to the forests, the coastline, and the fishing season. They don't always know the roads. They don't always understand the risks.
Our other real risk that we've got around the place is that you might have noticed today, the crews that are responding, we had some really good numbers. A lot of our workforce, our volunteer workforce, is getting older, and their minds are very willing, but their bodies are maybe not as willing anymore, and there's restrictions on what they're able to do. So we need to be really careful of how we manage people where their bodies aren't 100% efficient. We need to think about how we manage our crews and who can do what type of jobs. Sometimes that means that
The fitter younger people are actually being asked to then do more and more because they're the only ones that can do it. And we don't really have much of a younger generation coming into the volunteer workforce now.
The city don't realise that we are all volunteers in the country, in the rural setting. And we do hear that comment a lot, oh, they're just volunteers. But we have got really good trainings and we've got really good skill sets and we've got invaluable resources.
Volunteers in our small communities, we are really going to be struggling to make sure that we can provide this sort of service to the community. And it's all volunteers. I don't really think the community really understands how reliant we are on volunteers throughout the whole state.
And that is where the next generation matters. Without people willing to learn, to train and to step forward, regional communities become exposed.
It's something that we are really concerned about, and we need to have more younger people getting involved in the fire and rescue service, getting involved with the volunteer ambulance service and the SES.
Protecting this place means understanding what is coming and preparing for it. It means training properly, learning the right skills and being ready when conditions turn.
Help us down here because things are getting a lot drier and we're getting big fires every year at the moment, so we need all the help we can get.
The biggest thing at the moment is that we need volunteers. It's no good having these trucks if we don't have people that can sit in them and spray water at fires and cut people out of cars. We need to have this extra assistance from the populations throughout all the community.
Climate change is no longer something distant. It is already shaping what happens here. Fire seasons are longer, summers are hotter, conditions are drier. And the pressure on regional services continues to grow. And now, more than ever, it depends on the next generation stepping forward.